Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a slightly chit-chatty get ready with me using the eyeshadows that I pulled in my Shop That Stash this week. They look like this. I think they came together in a really nice, easy look. My husband and I are getting ready to go out to a socially distant fire pit in my friend's backyard. Since this is a pretty low-key get-together, I did a pretty low-key look today, but I did want to put together a look using all those eyeshadows, so that's what I have for you today. If you like this kind of video, go ahead and give this a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and with that, we're going to get into me putting together this look. Let's get this hair out of the way. I'm not really thrilled with how my footage looks today. I don't look as clear as I think I usually do. We'll see if we can make do with this though. Okay, so as I may or may not have mentioned in my intro, they are starting to loosen restrictions here where I live, particularly on outdoor gatherings. So outdoor gatherings, as long as you maintain your social distance, you are permitted to have up to 25 people. The gathering that I'm going to tonight is not going to have that many people. It's going to have about 6. But we are still maintaining our social distance. We will be outside the entire time, so on and so forth. And since it's that kind of gathering, I'm not really trying to go for like a really full glam, full coverage, full anything look. I really just want to look nice because I have so few reasons to really look nice. I put makeup on most days anyway, just for me because I enjoy the process of it. But really at the end of the day, unless I happen to have a video call for work, no one sees me. My husband sees me and he's the only one, and he tells me that I'm beautiful with or without it. So, but I do enjoy the process. To try to make this look a little bit more luminescent, I have 1 pump of foundation on the back of my hand, which I probably won't even use, and I'm adding a couple drops of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Oil. Photo Focus? No. Oh yeah, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Multi-Use Rose Oil. I've been obsessed with wanting a lot of the things from the Rebel Rose collection since it came out. This is the only thing that I ended up purchasing. For some reason, something about that particular collection really drew my attention. Usually I use a brush, but I'm actually trying to go for an even more sheer coverage than usual. If you tuned into my last video, to the Urban Decay Ultraviolet Duping the Vibes video, you'll know that or at least you will have seen that I did my eyes first in that video because I kind of knew that was going to be a little bit of a crazier look, a little bit more could go wrong. I might have to start over. And so I didn't really want to take the chance that I have to take all of my makeup off. Tonight I think it's going to be fairly foolproof using those kind of coordinating, gentle, easy shades that I got in my stash. Also, you notice I learned from that video because I've taken the excess foundation off of my hand so I don't end up making any mess. Alright, so the friends that I'm meeting tonight are friends of mine from community theater. My husband and I are both active in the South Jersey theater community. We're both amateurs, but we both love to do it. My husband actually went to school for vocal performance. I went to school for film and editing. So I guess it makes more sense that I'm doing this. And I work in IT during the day, so I'm not really doing anything with that major there. But I have really enjoyed editing the videos that I've put together, even though it takes a lot longer than I kind of expected it to. Oh boy, it's really, really hot in this room. Thank you, Lines, for this inspiration. All right, so let's swatch these out, and then I'll hopefully continue my story where I left off if I haven't forgotten where I am. All right, so the Meech and Mia single in copper, Jaclyn Hill Morphe with Lolly, Karity Nudes and Roots in Banshee. So let's fix that. Banshee. Oh, is this one? A lot of shimmers today. Should be interesting. I still think I can make it work, though. I'm not real scared. And shade number 7. This one. From this CColor Cosmetics Feverish palette. So again, this is kind of what we're working with here. All right, so I'm going to start out with the transition color from the Feverish palette. Nice and easy, right in the crease. let's see. So all these friends I've done, actually one of them I have personally never been in a show with, but he and I keep crossing paths. He's either done shows with my husband, with my other friends. I keep seeing him in things. He's become a really dear friend. So it's really funny. And he and I have the same birthday, which always makes me really happy. I love having birthday buddies. November 22nd. So if you're watching this and you have the same birthday as me, shout out to the cusp babies who are Scorpio, Sagittarius. I'm not real big in astrology. I just know that I am a cusp. I don't really know the defining characteristics of any of those. I once had an aunt tell me that I had Scorpio eyes, whatever that's supposed to mean. If you know, please tell me down below. I'd love to know. Because I'm not really sure. Just going to take a clean brush. Really buff out this edge. I don't want this to be terribly overpowering. Again, I'm just going to go sit at a fire pit. So we're just going to relax a little bit. It's also 80-something degrees out, so the fire is probably not required at all, but it is what it is. I think I'm going to pretend that Meech and Mia single isn't satiny shimmery, because it is probably the least of the shimmeries that I have. And I think we're just going to use that to kind of deepen up our crease a little bit. We'll just stamp it in there. I'm not really afraid of shimmering the crease. Actually, almost my entire look in my last video and that ultraviolet look was shimmer. So that is what it is too. Let's see, this is the second of socially distant outings that we are having like this. We're trying to be very cautious. So my friend who's hosting has cleaned down all her chairs that we're going to be sitting in. We are maintaining that each family unit, each couple is going to be staying in, in their location, and we just kind of measured out the places. And that's it. So we're just going to go. We'll bring our own beers. Try to enjoy each other's company. The last time my friend brought his guitar, and he played for us a little bit, and I sang along, and I think it was just me and him singing. And I didn't realize, I'm going to get emotional. I didn't realize how much I had missed hearing live performances or live music. Because, that's not a thing that's happened recently. And, God, that was really nice. And he said so too. I was like, I'm sorry that I kind of jumped in on singing your song. And he was like, no, I've really missed performing with people, even if it's just something simple like this. So I'm really excited to possibly get that opportunity again, even if I don't sing along with anything. And he does all the singing, playing, even if we never sing. It's just been, I'm really anticipating seeing people in person, even from 6 feet away, even with no hugs. That's all secondary. I am very much an extrovert. And this has been some days been really difficult. I totally understand why. But why we're doing it and why we have to do it. And honestly, I'm not anxious for us to even really open all of the things that we had been doing, because I know we're there's a lot that needs to happen before we can be ready. But mental health wise, just some days are easier than others. I've been in a pretty good place since the weather has started getting really nice. It's been easy to get out for long periods of time. I've been running, jogging, walking. I'm not really much of a runner, honestly. But I've been enjoying the time that I spend outside, which is always helpful. But it's not, every once in a while it'd be nice to have an in-person conversation and hear someone's voice in person that's not my husband. Because he's wonderful. But I hear him talk a lot. I don't need to hear him talk anymore. He's going to kill me if he watches this. Not that I haven't said that to him, but let's see if we can add a little bit more depth without adding in any shadows that I don't already have on my face yet. I bet you we can build this Meech and Mia up a little bit. Fantastic. Let's move on. Let's start with bronzer. Starting with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in my Harry Potter project pan. I'll link that. I'll link that up here if you're interested in seeing it and haven't checked it out already. We are about halfway to our first check-in That's exciting. I've been really bad with my tallying. If you're a project panner and you're out there watching this, and you tell me how you keep track of what it is that you're using, how many times you've used it, so on and so forth. Because I have the darndest time trying to remember to write down what I'm using and when I'm using it. I feel like it's just really an area where I struggle. All right, a little bit of something there. This is my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Pearlescent Pink. This is supposedly a dupe for NARS Orgasm. I don't know. I've never used NARS Orgasm. I have bought many things because I was told that they were a dupe for something expensive. Because back when I was starting my makeup buying journey, I got obsessed with the idea of getting a similar product for really, really cheap. So I bought a lot of things that are considered dupes for other things, even though I probably didn't need them. And I don't know that I love this color blush on me. It's probably fine. It's a little warm, and I'm a little bit warm, so that's probably a nice match. But it's very, very peachy. It says pink. It's for me, it's kind of peachy. And I just don't know. I was not much of a blush wearer anyway, and I have a ton of blush, so I didn't really need to buy this one. But I have it. And I've made some really, really good progress on it, so I'm dying to hit side pan. I really want that to happen. All right, we'll just dab on a little bit of Flexitarian. This is also in my Harry Potter project pan. And we'll do a little bit in the inner corner. I don't think I'm doing anything with the lower lash line today. I most usually do not. It's not my favorite look on me. I prefer my eyes to stay kind of wide looking. If I put a lot of color on the lower lash line, I tend to look a little bit like I have a black eye, and I don't know if that's because my eyes are somewhat deep set. I'll keep looking down at my monitor. Because my eyes are kind of deep set. If I kind of have creases under my eyes, I don't know why it is, but I just don't love that look on me personally. Though I see those beautiful blown out smoky looks on like Instagram or on YouTube, and I'm like, God, that looks so gorgeous. And then I try to replicate it. I'm like, and I look like a clown. And I don't think, I mean, I'm certain it's the application. I'm sure it's user error. But those of you who don't know me may have thought that my eyebrows were mostly done before this. I did nothing to them because I just have Italian eyebrows, which is lovely now. Back in the 90s when it was all the rage to have no eyebrows, it was a little bit more of a pain, but I guess I'm happy that I didn't succumb to that. That looks really orange. This is 21 Questions, which is one of my Shop My Stash lipsticks. But I don't think I want that for today. Nah. I think we're going to do pencil and a gloss. I just want to do something really easy. No, I'll use this. Alright, so this is Secret. This is from Revolution Beauty. I'm kind of in an unofficial project pan, like hashtag team project pan. I started adding things to that. That's much better. I started tracking things in March for that. But I had no YouTube channel. I wasn't doing anything on Instagram, so it didn't really make sense for me to start posting that here on my channel now. Maybe I'll start after June. I'll treat mid-year as kind of my new starting point. Let me know down below if you think that I should add that update. I also know that in their June update, a lot of people start rolling things out, replacing things, decluttering things. Every quarter, you're kind of given a refresh. So maybe next month, I'll get myself in there as though I'm doing kind of a refresh. That project pan is a full face project pan. Flexitarian and that butter bronzer are technically in that for me, but if I were to start documenting that, I wouldn't double up. I'd put something else in that place. Even though having them in two project pans probably gives me more motivation to finish things. God, I really struggle with my left eye. I can't talk and put mascara on at the same time, or eyeliner. I feel like this mascara gets clumpier and clumpier. It's been open for a while. It's still got plenty of product in there, I think. And also, I'm not sure that it's not supposed to have a lot of clump. I know some mascaras, they specifically try to give your eyes a little bit of clump, so it really makes your lashes look thick. Given my makeup background and the time that I grew up, the clumpy spider lashes are not ever what was big when I was younger and learning how to do makeup. So that's kind of ingrained in me, and I kind of have a hard time getting past that. I'm trying to embrace it because I think my lashes, at least from afar, look really pretty like that. And who really sees your eyelashes up close? You know, like that's not a thing that happens in real life. What else do I have to do? Just a little bit of fun eyeliner on my waterline. This is copper. That's kind of fun. I have found that I really... Oh, don't put that in too tight. Can't tell you how many times I've gotten the ends of these things stuck in the lid because I keep putting the lid on the end, trying not to lose it. You know, like no one wants to lose their freaking lid to their eyeliner. But then it gets all jammed in there, and that's a pain in the butt to remove. I guess it wasn't. All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I'm not terribly experienced at talking to a camera by myself when putting on my makeup, so I hope I did okay. If you did enjoy the video, please go ahead and like down below, and also hit that subscribe button so I show up in your newsfeed. Everyone stay safe and healthy and happy out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Oh boy, do I need to have my highlights redone. I just dropped my brushes all over the floor. It's like the silliest, bootiest, most extra purchase I've ever made. It's totally not true. This, I don't know how long this is going to be there. We'll see. We're going to a friend's backyard. We're going to a friend's backyard fire pit to hang out with. It's like... I hope you cannot hear my husband taking a shower. I think it's supposed to be kind of... I'm happy with that. We're going to a friend's backyard fire pit. Why am I talking about this right now? Start over. Because I have the damnedest time. Excuse me. Why can't I just do one thing at a time? I'm not sure I have any foundation in my nose.